Previously on GWF 3 Count.
Schicken Sie mir das alles per E-Mail, bitte.
Wer war das?
Das war eine Werbeagentur, die suchen Wrestler für ihren Werbefilm. Und wen würdest du dahin schicken wollen?
Na ganz klar, Pascal Spalter.
Lucky Kid, Mann.
Jedes Mal wird die Gruppe Anarchie unterschätzt. Der Einzige, auf den ich mich verlassen kann, ist Jam.
Ali, what about me?
Ganz ehrlich, Starkan, du bist auch nicht mehr gerade der Jüngste. Also bleib mal ruhig. Die Rolle bei 4 Blocks habe ich mir hart erarbeitet. Ich habe alles dafür gegeben und nichts geschenkt bekommen. Ganz ehrlich, heul nicht wegen jedem Scheiß herum, sondern mach was dagegen.
Schwach auf der Brust.
Ja. Danke dir. Wo eigentlich? Eigentlich war ich mit Erkan verabredet, aber... Alter. Weißt du, wie er ist?
Mit dem Hund habe ich nichts am Hut, keine Ahnung.
Er ist, glaube ich, im Moment kein unzuverlässigerer als ihn, Alter. Bestimmt wieder bei irgendeinem Filmdreh oder so und denkt, er ist Hollywood. Was mit den Catchern, Alter? Was mit Leuten wie uns, Alter?
Ja, aber Bruder, hey, den einen oder anderen Film drehen hätte ich auch gern. Und du nicht.
Das ist nicht der Punkt. Der Punkt ist ganz einfach. Du reißt hier tagtäglich den Arsch auf. Ich reiß mir tagtäglich den Arsch auf. Ich will auch Karriere. Was ist mit mir? Was ist mit Tarkan Aslan?
Was ist mit dir?
Ja.
Was ist bei Battlefield? Du bekommst die Chance, gegen mich im Ring zu stehen. Um den World-Titel. Und jetzt sitzt du hier und jammerst mich an.
Oh. Dann sei dir gewiss, mein Freund, dass dieser Löwe hier im September sich dein Gold krallt. Oh. Willkommen bei der Jagd. Willkommen in meinem Dschungel.
Hey, John. Ich hätte gern, dass du eine Promo für uns machst für unseren YouTube-Channel.
Okay, was soll ich sagen?
Ja, sprich über Battlefield.
Ja, meine Strategie verrate ich nicht.
Nein, du sollst mir nicht deine Strategie verraten. Du sollst einfach sagen, warum ausgerechnet du Battlefield gewinnen wirst oder so.
Okay, legen wir los.
Kannst du deinen Körper noch ein bisschen zur Kamera drehen? Dankeschön.
Bad Bones gegen den Rest der Welt. Ich in einem Battlefield-Match. Das ist, was die Welt sehen will. Ich werde 29 andere Wrestler über das Tor werfen.
Sorry, Entschuldigung, dass ich unterbreche. Ich find's gut. Ich find's sehr cool, dass du auch so die Regeln irgendwie in deinen Text mit reingebracht hast, aber kannst du es vielleicht so ein bisschen natürlicher sprechen?
Noch natürlicher?
Lass ihn doch einfach mal seine Promo machen. Ne? Vielleicht ist es einfach nur sein Stil.
Okay, dann lass du mich einfach meinen Job machen, Regie ist nämlich mein Ding.
Aber wenn du deinen Job scheiße machst, dann mische ich mich ein. Lass ihn einfach reden, was er will.
Pass auf, okay, ich weiß, was ich tue, also misch dich doch einfach nicht ein. John, kannst du einfach ein bisschen mehr wie so ein Mensch sprechen? Geht das?
Klar.
Okay, dann nochmal.
Am 8. September werde ich, John Bad Bones Klinger, im Battlefield-Match im Ring stehen. Seid dabei. Tickets gibt's unter www.gwf-wrestling.com.
Okay, wir machen.
Warst du nicht damals auch mal unzufrieden mit Ahmed? Also als Präsident?
Ja klar, lief ja auch scheiße.
Ich war neulich im Büro und habe gefragt, ob ich beim Matchmaking mit einsteigen kann. Ey, da haben die mich nur ausgelacht.
Das ist ja mies.
Ja, dabei habe ich das doch schon zusammen mit dir gemacht. Ich habe dich doch unterstützt.
Ja klar, du hast echt gut gemacht.
Hast du nicht Lust, mit mir was zusammen zu unternehmen gegen die?
Gegen wen?
Ja, die ganze Bande. Ahmed, Mike, Rambo.
Was meinst du? Was sollen wir dagegen machen?
Ja, man kann Rambo ja einiges vorwerfen. Aber wie Revolution geht, das haben wir von ihm gelernt.
Ja, nee, du, ich weiß nicht.
Was ist denn jetzt los mit dir? Ey, Mann, der hat uns beide verarscht.
Ja, nee, du, ich will dich nicht unnötig gegen mich aufpressen.
Sehr gut. Pass auf, immer. Genau. Hier rein. Die Treffer sehen gut aus. Ich habe die von hinten gesehen. Ach, Weber, pass mal auf. Was ich dir echt schon immer mal sagen wollte, das Matchmaking damals hast du echt gut gemacht. Wenn ich sehe, was die heute da fabrizieren, dann muss man sagen.
Ahmed. Danke, Mann. Das ehrt mich sehr. Hab ich gern gemacht.
Ehre, wem Ehre gebührt, oder? Hey, Lucky.
Ahmed, was geht?
Pass auf, folgendes. So eine Castingagentur hat angerufen für so einen Werbefilm. Wir suchen da so einen Wrestler für, weißt du?
Und?
Ja, wir haben Pascal und dich dafür vorgeschlagen.
Ja, Ahmed, danke dir vielmals.
Die suchen sich halt nur einen von beiden aus. Also erst nächste Woche, halt dich ran, ne?
Ich werde Gas geben, danke. Danke.
Hey, ich habe eine sehr gute Nachricht für dich. Pass auf, das hat sich eine Castingagentur bei uns gemeldet. Und die suchen einen Wrestler für einen Werbefilm. Und wir haben dich vorgeschlagen und Lucky Kid.
Was? Aber wieso denn Lucky Kid, Ahmed? Ich meine, schau ihn dir doch mal an. Er ist überhaupt nicht repräsentativ. Ahmed, ich bin die GWF.
Ihr geht beide hin, Mann. Also.
Ihr habt die Ehre und den Stolz eines Kämpfers. Für euch gibt's nur Sieg, kein Zurück oder Schlenkern. Respekt braucht viel Schweiß, kostet Mut und viel Zeit. Es fängt erst langsam an, doch es kann schnell vorbei. Hast du wirklich, was der Sieg braucht? Achte auch im Siegrausch darauf, was du machst, sonst ist es mit dem Spiel aus. Hörst du erst den Tweet-Count, ist es mit deinem Dream aus. Pack deine Sachen, jetzt du fliegst raus. Du wartest jetzt tief durchstehst vor dem großen Event. Hast dein Leben lang trainiert für diesen einen Moment. Willst dein Bestes geben, allen dir die Leidenschaft schaffen. Nur mit Herzblut und Schweiß, wer den Titel erkämpft, Titel erkämpft.
Hallo Berlin! Hier ist die German Wrestling Federation live in Huxleys Hexenkessel. Hier ist Free Count. Here we go!
Welcome back to 3 Count, where this week our main event sees just days before their two teams compete for the tag team titles at Battlefield. The Arrows of Hungary's Icarus goes one-on-one with Dark Society Volume 2's Just Rambo.
Das nächste Match ist angesetzt auf einen Fall.
That big main event coming up just a little bit later on. But first, for the second time in as many weeks, we're going to see this 2-meter giant from Cash Money Mafia. Here comes Murat, A.K.
Auf den Weg zu bringen, mit einem Gewicht von 145 Kilogramm, von der Cash Money Mafia, der anatolische Koloss, Murat, A.K.
Well, last week on this program, Murat destroyed the GWF loserweight champion Benji with a vicious powerbomb. Let's see what he can do in one-on-one action again this week.
For the Cash Money Mafia, Murat A.K.
Well, with no disrespect to Benji, Murat's opponent this week is in something of a different league.
Und sein Gegner.
He is the French sensation and the #1 contender for the Berlin Championship. Here he comes.
Auf den Weg zum Ring mit einem Gewicht von 73 Kilogramm aus Paris, Frankreich, la sensation française, Senza Volto.
Senza Volto gets his chance to become Berlin champion this Saturday at Battlefield when he goes one-on-one with Jen Kaplan. Let's hear the thoughts right now from the French sensation.
I am the new high-flying sensation in Europe. The French sensation, part of the new wave, Senza Volto. Since my first step in GWF, I show to everybody what I can do in a ring, and especially in the GWF Light Heavyweight World Cup where I represent my country, France. Now, it's time to represent my second home, Berlin, by becoming the next GWF Berlin champion.
Aus Paris, Frankreich, la sensation française, Senza Volto!
So Senza Volto with championship gold in his sights this Saturday. But first of all, he needs to focus on the here and now, because Murat AK is a very dangerous opponent who could do some real damage to Senza Volto as he heads in to that title match against Jem Kaplan on Saturday. Dave Bradshaw here at ringside. We get ready to go in this first match in a jam-packed episode of 3 Count. And something of a mismatch in that collar and elbow tie-up. See Volto trying to chop down the big tree trunk that is Murat, and he is struggling to get the former 3-time tag team champion off his feet. Down to 1 knee now. But Volto gets caught. Murat looking to make quick work of Senza Volto like he did against Benji last week. The handspring got caught again though. And Murat with the double underhook looking for the suplex and gets it on the second time of asking. Murat goes for an early cover, hooks the leg and gets a 2 count. Senza Volto, as he mentioned in that video package, is part of the new wave, a group of top talents from around the world. Volto in there with Chris Jokic, Oliver Carter, and Dover and Icarus, the Arrows of Hungary. Of course, we will see Icarus in one-on-one action in our main event just a little bit later on. Murat dictating the pace here and a clubbing blow with that huge right arm across the back of Senza Volto. As we mentioned, Senza Volto going to compete against Jem Kaplan this Saturday at Battlefield. Don't forget, you can see all of the action from Battlefield, one of the biggest events in the GWF calendar, on demand at wearegwf.com. As once again Volto trying to finally get Murat AK properly off his feet. Had him down on a knee a couple of times, but that's it so far. Murat holding onto the ropes, a sunset flip attempt from Volto going nowhere. Oh my. Big elbow right into the jaw, into the side of the face of Volto. Murat's on the middle turnbuckle, but a 619 sweeps away the leg of the big man. Volto, enziguri around the side of the head of Murat. Murat's had to retreat to the outside, but that could be dangerous territory, you know. Senza Volto leaps over the top and takes out Murat AK. He is on the top of his game. Is the French sensation, clearly. And he will need to be this Saturday against Kaplan and all of Kaplan's allies. That gang that is Group Anarchy. The odds will be stacked against Senza Volto on Saturday, and you could argue they're stacked against him here. Clearly outmatched in terms of size and strength. Murat will go for that powerbomb that put away Benji last week. Volto fights his way free and once more trying to chop down Murat, but he takes a boot to the face, does Volto. once more attempting the power bomb. Will Murat get it? He's got him up. What's this? Oh, Volto. Volto counters. He's got the legs up. Senza, Volto. Volto won it. Volto won it. Volto surprises Murat.
Und hier ist der Sieger. La Sensation Française. Senza Volto.
Senza Volto heads into battlefield with a huge win over Murat AK. Let's see how he did it. There's that double underhook, the suplex from Murat AK early in the match. That strength on display. Volto, with his quick thinking, took Murat off of the turnbuckle, and then Murat goes for that trademark powerbomb. Again, improvising. Senza Volto rolled him up, and Volto picks up the win over the much bigger man, Murat AK. Well, if he can do that kind of thing, that level of performance this Saturday at Battlefield, then Senza Volto maybe, just maybe, could be the new Berlin champion.
Das nächste Match ist ein Ladies-Match, angesetzt auf einen Fall.
Action rolls on here on 3 count. And another competitor who has a huge weekend ahead of her.
Auf dem Weg zum Ring. Mit einem Gewicht von 54 Kilogramm aus Budapest in Ungarn, Audrey Bride.
Well, this young Hungarian woman, Audrey Bride, has perhaps the most important match of her career this Saturday at Women's Wrestling Revolution 9. On the same day as Battlefield, she's going to go one-on-one with Melanie Gray. And listen to this for a stipulation. The loser of that match must leave GWF. Huge stakes this Saturday at Revolution.
Aus Budapest, Ungarn, Audrey Bride.
Audrey Bride will psychologically be looking to head into that enormous match with a win under her belt.
Und ihre Gegnerin.
But getting a win could be easier said than done here for Bride, because she is up against an almost 20-year veteran who has held championships all over the world.
Mit einem Gewicht von 64 Kilogramm aus Thessaloniki in Griechenland, the Daredevil, Blue Nikita.
Blue Nikita has been a big part of the women's wrestling revolutions that we've had here in GWF over the past couple of years. Came back to GWF at Revolution 5, a year or so ago, insisting that she had her eyes focused on the GWF women's title. She could take a step towards that if she can beat Audrey Bride here.
Aus Griechenland, the Daredevil, Blue Nikita.
Blue Nikita has had her opportunities against the current GWF Women's Champion, Katie Harvey. Harvey victorious the last time those two competed just recently at the last Women's Wrestling Revolution. But speaking of Harvey, she's going to be in action at Women's Wrestling Revolution 9 this Saturday, when she will defend that championship against Aisha Raymond. What a main event that promises to be. Big clothesline here though by Blue Nikita. A #1 contenders tournament coming up at Revolution this weekend as well. Decide who will be the next to face either Harvey or Raymond. And Women's Wrestling Revolution really is gaining in stature with every time that we host one here in GWF. Some big names in the world of women's wrestling have already competed in the past few events. Toni Storm, Alpha Female, Sweet Saraya, Pollyanna, you name it. They've been a part of it. And well, this weekend, Audrey Bride is going to be hoping that she can continue to be a part of it. As I said, she has a loser leaves GWF match. The conclusion of this ongoing rivalry she has had with Melanie Gray that all began when Gray was, well, quite honestly jealous of Audrey Bride, who apparently had a secret admirer. It all stemmed from there. Bride doing well here though against Blue Nikita.
Let her get off the corner. Come on. Come on, Audrey, let her get off the corner. 1, 2.
Bride will send Nikita from one corner to another. Bride charges in. Roll-up attempt by Nikita and a kick around the side of the head. Nikita goes for the cover and gets a 2 count. Blue Nikita, known for her brawling style, that ability, that reputation that she has built up in hardcore matches, no disqualification matches around the world in the past 19 or so years. Look at the bridge from Blue Nikita there off the suplex, and Bride did well to get her shoulder up and stay in this one. And you know, as important as it is for Bride to pick up a win going into that huge match against Gray this weekend, gotta wonder whether at the back of her mind she's also thinking she needs to get in and out of this match as quickly as she can and sustain as little physical damage as possible. Well, hang on a second though. Blue Nikita trying to set up for that Blue Wonder, a counter by Audrey, good for a 2 count. Blue Nikita has put some of the best in the business away with that variation on the pile driver, the Blue Wonder, and came very close to putting away Bride there, but Bride with a clothesline and a second one takes down Blue Nikita. Oh, Bride, big back elbow off the second turnbuckle. Audrey Bride will go to the ropes. Blue Nikita on her feet. Trying for the Tilton Well head scissors, but she's put on the brakes instead, looking for the submission. Look at the legs of Audrey Bride wrapped around the head of Blue Nikita, cutting off the blood flow. And Nikita had to find a way out, and she did with the backbreaker, the cover, the leg hook, and the kick out by Audrey Bride on 2. Blue Nikita in control here, the more experienced of these two competitors, as Bride trying to set herself free from the shoulders, does so, and now the chops of Audrey Bride across the chest. Couple of blocks from Bride, and face first to the canvas. Goes Blue Nikita, will that be enough? No. Shoulder goes up. And this one continues, a highly competitive match here in the women's division. You will see just how competitive this entire division is at Revolution on Saturday. One of the biggest women's shows in GWF history. Oh my. Look at that snap German suplex from Blue Nikita. Oh, Nikita's got Bride up. The Blue Wonder on Audrey Bride. The cover, and Blue Nikita wins it.
Und hier ist der Sieger, the Daredevil, Blue Nikita.
Well, the worst possible preparation for Audrey Bride going into that loser leaves GWF match against Melanie Gray this weekend. Let's see how it happened. There you see the suplex earlier on, and Audrey Pride herself came very close on a couple of occasions to winning this. But ultimately, after that German suplex, and then the blue wonder right down on the back of the head of Audrey Pride, and blue Nikita picks up the win. The veteran victorious over a woman whose career may well end this Saturday at Revolution at the hands of Melanie Gray.
Ihr seid gefragt, ihr kennt euren Text. Das nächste Match ist angesetzt auf...
Well, here comes a man who has had a unique problem here in GWF. He's never yet made it to the ring. Arash.
Auf dem Weg zum Ring. Mit einem Gewicht von 90 Kilogramm aus Teheran im Iran. Das persische Wunderkind.
Just Rambo. That was Just Rambo in the crowd who tripped up. Oh, excuse me, no, it's Crazy Sexy Mike, I think. Crazy Sexy Mike, the tag team partner of Just Rambo, tripped up Arash, and it looks like we're going straight to our main event.
Auf dem Weg zum Ring mit Crazy Sexy Mike und einem Gewicht von 100 Kilogramm von der Dark Society Volume 2 aus Santo Domingo, Dominikanische Republik, Georges Rambo.
Well, Arash just can't catch a break, but in any case, Just Rambo here for a main event that will be a preview of this weekend's tag team title match.
Und sein Gegner.
And here comes one half of the reigning GWF tag team champions, the Arrows of Hungary.
Auf dem Weg zum Ring in Begleitung seines Tag-Team-Partners Dover mit einem Gewicht von 92 Kilogramm aus Budapest in Ungarn, the Arrow of Hungary, Icarus!
Well, they are part of the new wave and they have been tag team champions since their reunion at Mystery Mayhem. Right now, let's hear from Icarus.
I am Icarus, part of the New Wave, and one half of the GWF Tag Team Champions, the Arrows of Hungary. After being a singles competitor and after won the Battlefield match with entrant number 1, I'm back in the Tag Team division. Tonight, I'm gonna face Just Rambo, but I'm confident I'm gonna beat him. And later, on the Battlefield show, with my brother Dover, we're gonna put the Dark Society Volume 2 in a crossfire and defend these golds.
Icarus, very, very confident.
The Arrow of Hungary, Icarus!
And why wouldn't he be confident? The Arrows of Hungary have quite honestly looked invincible since reuniting earlier this year. They are at the top of the mountain as far as the GWF Tag Team division goes. But the Dark Society Volume 2 will be hoping to knock them off the summit this weekend at Battlefield. And this one-on-one match between one half of each of those two tag teams in Icarus and Just Rambo may go some considerable way to giving us a clue as to how that tag team title match at Battlefield is likely to go. Huge, huge event this Saturday. Not only the tag team titles on the line, but as I mentioned earlier, the Berlin title as well, as Jem Kaplan defends against Senza Volto. Trip of the leg by Icarus, who's in control here and takes down Rambo. Not only those two titles though, the world title on the line at Battlefield as well. Chris Colan, the champion, defends against the Lion King, Tarkan Aslan. Crazy Sexy Mike getting involved, and Dover's gonna try and make sure that doesn't happen, but the distraction gave Just Rambo just enough time to get Icarus off the top turnbuckle. Icarus gonna be lifted up, the blood rushing to his head. He is held upside down here by Just Rambo. Oh wow, look at the impact. As Icarus was dropped down, and Icarus making sure his shoulders didn't even stay down for a 1 count. Now, speaking of the number one, you heard Icarus say it, but last year at Battlefield, he entered the annual Battlefield match at number one, that 30-man over the top rope rumble, and was able to win the whole thing despite entering at the very beginning. Well, this year's Battlefield match, again, a 30-man over the top rope rumble, takes place this Saturday as well. The winner gets a title shot at GWF Showdown in December. Icarus got DDT, but he's still kicked out of that pin attempt from Just Rambo. Just Rambo using the foot to choke out Icarus, and Crazy Sexy Mike is getting a bit of extras in as well. Dover trying to complain to the official from the opposite side of the ring. Again, all of the action coming up this weekend at Battlefield, and indeed at Women's Wrestling Revolution as well, will all be available in the coming days on our on-demand service, wearegwf.com. A big body slam from Just Rambo. By the way, if you're enjoying what you're seeing here and you want to come and see GWF live, you can get tickets and merchandise at our website, gwf-wrestling.com. Kind of action that you're seeing in this main event happens each and every time GWF is live. Just Rambo is going for the cover on Icarus here. And by the time the referee got there, Icarus was able to kick out at 1. Rambo now trying to wear down Icarus with the sleeper hold, but Icarus has been able to fight his way to his feet. He's going to try and elbow his way free here. Rambo, the larger of the two men, using that power again with the side suplex. Back of Icarus's head bouncing off the canvas, and kick out after 2 this time from one half of the tag team champions. By next week's episode of 3 Count, will we even be able to say that? Will I be able to call Icarus one half of the tag team champions? Tag titles to be decided in just a few days' time this weekend, and oh my! Rambo took away the legs of Icarus, and another 2 count for Just Rambo. Rambo into the corner. Big leaping clothesline, and Rambo, Just Rambo, is headed to the top turnbuckle here. Just Rambo off the top with the frog splash. Over 250 pounds, and a kick out somehow by Icarus. What impact from the top rope. But Icarus is still in this. Just barely. Icarus fighting back now. against Rambo. Forearm after forearm after forearm, and Rambo to the ropes. Just one forearm took Icarus off his feet, but Icarus is back, and the high leg lariat takes down Just Rambo. Icarus now feeding off the energy of this crowd in Berlin. Crazy Sexy Mike on the apron. Dover's had enough now. Dover takes Mike off the ring apron and hits him with a forearm. Kick to the back of the head of Rambo by Icarus. A forearm takes down Just Rambo. Icarus with momentum here. Oh wow. Kick right into the side of the head, knocking Rambo silly. Icarus off the ropes and another kick. Icarus, he's headed to the top. If he does this on Saturday, then the Arrows of Hungary will retain. There's the meltdown, the cover by Icarus. Both legs hurt, and Icarus beats Just Rambo.
Und hier ist der Sieger, the Arrow of Hungary, Icarus.
Icarus takes the Arrows of Hungary into battlefield with a singles victory over one of their challengers for the tag team titles. Big, big win for Icarus this week on Free Count. And here is how he did it. Earlier on, the DDT planted Icarus on his head. But Icarus stayed in the match somehow, despite Rambo dominating for large portions of it, especially after this. Look at that. Hang time for a big man on the throat splash. Icarus somehow kicked out of that. And that resilience, that tenacity came into play here as well when Icarus leapt back into the ring. Hit Just Rambo with the leg lariat, and then this. Absolutely beautiful. The meltdown, the cover, and Icarus victorious in our main event this week on Free Count. Well, what a week we've had here on Free Count, but the week is not over yet. We will see you this Saturday for Women's Wrestling Revolution and Battlefield. You can watch it all on wearegwf.com, and we will see you next week on Amazon Prime and YouTube for the next episode of Free Count.
Vincenzo spürte, dass dich etwas bedrückt, amigo. Originale sizilianische Salami. Ist sie gut? Für die Herz und die Seele. Ja, die Schweine in Sizilien sind die glücklichsten und deswegen sie machen auch dich glücklich. Meine Mama hat immer gesagt, die Schweine in Sizilien spielen in die Dreck. Und das hat Vincenzo auch gemacht. Und deswegen, er ist auch so glücklich. Und dann, er ist Wrestler geworden. Vielleicht die Beste. Also, du hast Probleme, Vincenzo hatte Probleme. Wir sind irgendwie die gleichen. Und deswegen, ich sage dir eins, mein Freund. You are beautiful. No matter what they say.
Thank you. You really helped me, you know.
Soll das, du italienische Wurst? Nimm die Finger von meinen Leuten, bevor ich sie dir breche.
Ich habe doch gar nichts gemacht. Das war nur ein nettes Gespräch zwischen zwei aufrichtigen Männern.
Aufrichtiger Mann, du hast deine Wurzeln für so eine Clownsnummer verraten, du Pfeife. Was erzählst du mir von Aufrichtigkeit?
Ali, Können wir nicht einfach alle Freunde sein?
Halt die fest. Halt die fest, hab ich dir gesagt.
Bitte nicht, ich wollte doch nur helfen. Eine Schulter soll die Ausweine sein, ne?
Schulter zum Ausweinen. Ich geb dir jetzt was zum Weinen.
Hey, was passiert hier?
Verpisst euch!
Machst du die Ruhe?
Sag, verpisst euch! Nimm deine Finger weg, Mann! Deine Finger weg, Alter!
Na, was ist los?
Willst der Allerbeste sein und gehst an dein Limit, suchst die Grenzen deiner selbst, solange bis du sie findest. Sie sind
Hallo?
Hallo.
Olaf.
Lief da jetzt nicht gerade wieder Three Count, ja, die zweite Folge?
Mhm.
Jo. Ist mal nur mal so gefragt, Virgil, warst du diesmal dabei?
Mhm. Davy?
Nope. Olaf? Ich habe einen einzigen Satz. In der kompletten Serie habe ich einen Satz. Okay, gute Idee, machen wir so. Ist ein Witz. Du, Virgil?
Ein Satz? Ja klar, das weiß ja mittlerweile jeder. Davy?
Einen Satz. Da machen wir nicht mit.
Die behandeln mich wie einen Idioten. Ja? Einen Satz, als könnte ich mir sonst keinen Text merken. Als könnte ich mir keinen Text merken. Als wäre ich nur der doofe Ansager.
Wäre ich nur der doofe Warm-Upper.
Als wäre ich nur der doofe Vize.
Seid ihr doch auch.
Ja klar, das weiß ja mittlerweile jeder.
Da machen wir nicht mit.
Ja, okay, gute Idee. Machen wir so.